doctor himself all the way from Nigeria. I've already mentioned Eswatini in their house. I've already mentioned our sister Bongi in South Africa. And we've got the doctor himself from Nigeria. And I'm wondering if our Botswana is in here. We also have Lesotho, ladies and gentlemen. I am so loving this, ladies and gentlemen. And we should be having Botswana. We should be having Botswana as well. If they are not here, definitely they are on their way, ladies and gentlemen. I am so very much excited about this, that we are actually reaching the nations. What is happening right now is that we are breaking barriers with this opportunity. We are honestly breaking barriers because, we are having same challenges. We might be in different countries, but we have same financial challenges. We've got same health challenges, even if we can be in different areas. So please, please, please never say this is only for your own hometown. Never say this is only for your own country, but reach out also to those in other countries, because Affluence Global is willing to plant a seed all over. So, ladies and gentlemen, while we are still reminding our fellow members, our prospects, our clients, our customers to come into the Zoom, we are not going to waste time. They'll find us on the way, and I'm going to hand over to my dear sister Bongi, a very passionate lady with what she is doing. She's one lady that I'm so very much looking up to in many things. She's one lady who puts herself, she applies herself in every good thing that she does. And not only is she thinking about herself, she's also thinking about others as well. Hence, even on a Sunday, when everybody else thought they're going to rest, the Bongi say, hey, 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 we will rest in Dubai, we will rest in Singapore, and above all, we will rest healthy and wealthy. Come on Zoom, let us do this. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with me my dear sister Bongi, as she'll be taking us through this wonderful presentation. Yay! It's one roll right there. My dear sis, over to you.
Thank you so much, Pastor Ntavi. Thank you so much. No matter how exhausted and tired I am, the minute you start a Zoom, I literally wake up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that introduction, and welcome to every single guest and business partner that is on tonight's Zoom. I know it's a Sunday, it's rest day for most people, but you made the decision to say, listen, no matter what, I will be on the Zoom tonight. So, congratulations to you. And I actually want you to thank the person that invited you onto this Zoom, because what we are about to share to you tonight, for me, is a very, very exciting opportunity. And I honestly believe with so much conviction that this is an opportunity in the next year that is going to be one of the biggest companies in the industry that we are in, of network marketing and direct selling, because it is bringing us the best of both worlds. It's bringing us balance, it's bringing us health, and it's bringing us the opportunity to take our health stories and turn them into wealth. So, welcome to our Affluence global presentation. I'm actually going to get straight into it. One of the first things that I actually fell in love with was the name of the company itself. When you actually look up the name Affluence and what it means and what it symbolizes spiritually, it speaks to abundance, it speaks to balance, it speaks to prosperity, wealth. So you can already tell that the founders thought this through very carefully, from what the name of the company symbolizes to what it represents and what it offers you and I. So we are Affluence Global, and I can already tell from tonight's Zoom that we are indeed global tonight. There's a new market that opened up in the UAE. So this is a 2-year-old company that was founded in 2023. The headquarters are in Ghana, And it is a company that is in the direct selling space, the direct selling industry. Okay. Now, although it was founded in 2023, I do want to emphasize that the first year was focused on our visionaries that I will present to you, putting together a team of experts. Experts from the product formulation side, they put together a team of doctors in Ghana. They worked with international health consultants to really research and formulate an amazing product that we are going to get into, okay, that we will be sharing with you. So the product that we will be sharing, you need to understand that research has gone into this, and they are clinically proven, clinically tested. And a year later, in 2024, is when they actually hit the markets, is when they actually had physical products in the hands of people. Okay, so we are expanding across Africa. So, although the headquarters are in Ghana, they are Affluence Global. This is probably going to be the first company from Africa to the globe. I always say that gone are the days, where we have had to wait for opportunities to come abroad into our continent. We now have great minds, bright minds who have said, we can do it as Africa, and we will actually take opportunities now to the globe. So we are expanding across Africa, with the fastest growing markets right now being mainly Ghana, Cameroon, and in the SADC region being Zimbabwe. But let me tell you, we have not even started. If I look at just the SADC region alone, and if I combine South Africa, Lesotho, Botswana, Namibia, and Mozambique, we still have under 100 distributors in all these countries combined. Okay, we are just now only tapping into other markets, so the opportunity is still very ripe, the ground is still fertile. In Nigeria, our business partners are still positioning themselves, and are at pre-launch. Okay, we are open in the UK, we are open in the US, and as of today, we are also officially open in the UAE. All right. So their vision is to become the largest provider of health and wealth opportunity in this vibrant and growing direct selling industry. So who are the visionaries behind Affluence Global? We have two gentlemen that I respect so much, Mr. David Kubaferi and Mr. Prince Simpri. And one of the reasons why I have profound respect for these two gentlemen is because they are so well versed and well balanced in terms of their experience, not only in the corporate space and understanding what it takes to actually start up and run businesses, but also in the network marketing industry. So we have two co-founders who absolutely have an understanding of what it takes to use the distribution model that we are using, to expand across markets. And, they became 7-8 figure top income earners in their last opportunity. And then they said, right, it's good. We've done enough for other companies and other, countries right now. It's time that we actually created something of our own. Hence the birth of Affluence Global. But they are not running the Affluence Global ship alone. They have a team of professionals behind them. We are talking 35 years of combined industry experience, highly skilled and highly experienced team, starting with a board that sits 9 members. And in that board, you are going to find medical doctors, chartered accountants, and then, of course, they have various other designations within the company that are held by other professionals. And some of the roles are actually outsourced to the experts. For example, we have KPMG, that focuses on the auditing, and the two co-founders themselves also play specific roles within the company. So this is a very well structured and very well organized company. Okay, now that we have a little bit of a background around the company and Affluence Global, let's now talk about the crux of why we are here, the health part of it. Before I get into the product and what the product is solving, what solution it is bringing, I want us to first look at what problem did the co founders, along with their team of medical experts, identify. Okay. And this one does not even need me to pull up statistics. We are all aware that globally we have a serious health problem. Health is on the rise. Okay. And this is, looking at lifestyle diseases, chronic illnesses, and there's many reasons that I can attribute to why, in the last 2 decades, health problems have been on a sharp rise. I mean, starting with lifestyle, starting with the foods that we are eating. We are eating so many processed foods, the way that food is grown. I'm an agricultural scientist by profession, so I fully understand the amount of chemicals that we use, from preparing the soil, to the fertilizers, to the pesticides, to the amount of chemicals that will end up in your body from just eating what you think is a pure vegetable or fruit that you've bought from the store. So there's a lot that attributes or contributes to the rise in our health problems. The foods that are on the shelves today, some of them, in fact most of them, did not even exist 10, 20 years ago. So we are eating processed meals. We are not exercising. We are stressed. Finances are stressing us out. Finances are making us sick. So it is a long, long list. But the bottom line is we have a serious health problem. So what our medical experts in Ghana then did was they said, right, we need to find what is the common denominator. What is the common denominator? What is happening in a person's body that results in them being sick, whether it's through the foods that they're eating, whether it's through them having chronic illnesses. But what's the mechanism that is actually happening within the body? And they found one common denominator amongst many. Now, understand there are many factors that lead to chronic illnesses, lifestyle diseases, but the biggest one that we don't pay attention to that they found was something called oxidative stress. And oxidative stress is caused by free radicals. Now, your body naturally produces free radicals. Your body has molecules, okay? Because free radicals are molecules that exist in nature that our body produces. But what happens when you have too much of something? Okay? It causes an imbalance. So when your body has too many free radicals, there is a serious imbalance that takes place. Your cells are stressed out, and as a result, that causes oxidative stress. We could write a list of 100 chronic illnesses, but we will boil down to the common denominator being oxidative stress, whether it's brain related issues, whether it's heart related issues, kidney related issues, skin related issues, your joints, your immune system, your blood vessels, your lungs, hormonal imbalance, the list goes on. The culprit that we will come back to is free radicals that result in oxidative stress. So let's understand this, okay? Because I want to make sure that you have a very clear understanding of what's happening in your body right now as we sit on this Zoom, okay? So I want you to imagine you have a normal healthy cell, just like that nice fresh tomato, okay? But you take that tomato, you leave it outside for days and days and days. What starts to happen? It starts to slowly discolor. It starts to change color and rot because now it's undergoing a process called oxidative stress because it's now been exposed to all these external factors and external conditions. That is exactly what is happening in our normal body cells. I want you to imagine you have these molecules that exist in your body, that exist in nature, okay? Molecules travel in pairs. They're like twins, okay? They are never supposed to be separated. But once these molecules that are a pair, they lose their partner, they lose their twin, they now become an unpaired molecule. That is when they are a free radical. Anything that is radical, you hear politicians talking about radical transformation, okay? It's something that is aggressive. Okay, so I want you to now imagine now you have this unpaired molecule who's lost, its twin in your system trying to find something, some molecule to hold on to. So that is what free radicals do. They are basically in your body right now trying to hold on to something. And what do? They latch on to your healthy cells because they cannot tell the difference. Is this my twin that I lost? Or I'm now attacking, this healthy body system that is supposed to protect this person. So once they attack your healthy cells, that is where your healthy cells now undergo oxidative stress because these free radicals start taking away from your healthy cells. They're taking away the DNA, the fats, the all the good stuff that is designed to protect your healthy cells. Okay, so where do free radicals come from? They come from the air that we're breathing. Okay. So remember, I said that yes, our body naturally produces them, but when they are in oversupply in our body, then it's a problem. And the reason is because every day we're breathing in air that's polluted. Right now, as you and I are sitting here, we are breathing in, those free radicals. Okay. We can't stop it unless you walk around in an oxygen mask. We're undergoing oxidative stress as we speak. We're eating processed foods. When these processed foods, digest into our body, what are they releasing? All these chemicals and preservatives and all the bad stuff that your body doesn't need, which becomes free radicals. Okay, stress. Okay, stress. Have you ever heard someone saying stress will make you sick? Okay, it's because stress actually um, accelerates the production of free radicals in your body, toxins, the water that we're drinking, the way that we are eating our foods, the times that we are eating our foods, the quantities. So it is a combination of things that are adding to oxidative stress in your body. And this is going to accelerate aging, skin conditions. It's going to damage your organs. It's going to weaken your immune system. So now that we understand what the problem is, who this culprit is, the question is, what's the solution? And of course, our team of medical experts, they found the solution that, listen, nature has an answer to oxidative stress, and that answer is antioxidants. Anti meaning against, oxidants meaning oxidation. Okay, so natural vegetables and fruits. There are certain vegetables, fruits, herbs that you can actually eat that will provide your body with the antioxidants that your body needs. And what role do antioxidants play? They neutralize free radicals. So once the antioxidants actually enter into your body, remember that free radical is suffocating your healthy cell. The antioxidant is going to come and say, listen, Mr. Free Radical, tetela, let go of that healthy cell, okay? I am going to give you the molecule that you need so that you can carry on, with your business, right? So antioxidants have, additional molecules that they can give away in exchange, to the free radicals, releasing your healthy cells so that your cells have the ability to now recover, to revitalize themselves and to protect your body. So antioxidants assist in neutralizing and detoxing our body of free radicals, okay? And they are essential for overall health. Whether it's your heart, it's your immune system, it's your skin, it's your brain health, we need antioxidants. And as I've mentioned, we find them in fruits, in vegetables, in various herbs. But the question is it enough, to eat your berries and your nuts? Is that going to give you the antioxidant requirement that your body needs? And the simple and straightforward answer is no, because as I said, how are these fruits and vegetables grown? Okay, so it becomes a cycle, but also the way that we prepare these foods. Sometimes we overcook vegetables, so we actually kill the goodness in them. Okay, so it just becomes an ongoing cycle. And then on top of that, the quantity that you need. I don't know about you, but I don't have a budget to wake up with a huge plate of strawberries every morning. And even if I did, it still would not be enough. So now that brings us to the affluence solution. So then our medical experts said, right, we know what the problem is. we know what the culprit is, we know what the solution is. So let's provide a alternative, to help people out there to be able to supplement the antioxidant requirement that their body needs. Okay, how do we create something and formulate something that can help people out there to feed their bodies, to feed their cells, so that their cells have the ability to fight um, back? Okay, and that brings us to our flagship product, Double Red Rose. I call this the Rolls Royce of health and wealth, because let me tell you the things that this product does. Okay, so Affluence Global basically formulated an antioxidant powerhouse, okay? A purified organic sauce that combines 12 fruits that come with high antioxidant levels, as well as other nutrients that your body needs. But the main ingredients that they discovered was a very good source of antioxidants as well as minerals that your body needs, was the red rose itself. So you will notice the name Double Red Rose, because that is the main key ingredient. Okay, and the red comes from the fact that most of the fruits that are in Double Red Rose are actually red in color. All right, so it comes in a box, and in that box you are going to find 15 10 ml sachets. And this is a gel. It's a gel, or you can call it a juice. You wake up in the morning on an empty stomach, you tear off your sachets, and then you just basically drink it, or you suck it. Okay, and then once you are done with that, 20-30 minutes later, you can carry on with your morning routine. Okay, so the product is FDA licensed and approved. But what I like about Affluence Global is when they set up in a country locally, they ensure that they also comply locally. So what Affluence Global will do is they will register the company locally, they will set up a local business account, and they will also make sure that whatever local authority that regulates health supplements also recognizes them at a local level. Now, let's have a look at what are these 12 ingredients that have been added onto the red rose, and how do they help give your body overall health. Okay, so of course we have our main player, the red rose. Right. So, ladies, the next time you receive a bouquet of red roses on Valentine's Day, you must know that that man loves you. Okay. Because he has just given you wellness in a bouquet. So, red roses are going to help with digestion, with your skin glow, with your immune system, relieving stress and hormonal imbalances. And then we have the red grapes. Red grapes are very good for your heart's health. For managing blood pressure levels, for stroke prevention, and cancer protection. In fact, when we once did a three-way call with Dr. Justice, and Ntabi Singh and I were listening to him explaining these products, and he mentioned something very important, that when you mix red grapes and goji berry, they are very good when it comes to protecting cervical cancer. Right, and then we have pomegranate. It's an antioxidant source. It helps with heart health, lowers blood pressure, stroke prevention, cancer protection, and it helps with your libido. Then we have the goji berry, which is good for your eye health, immune system, improving your mood and sleep, fertility, hormonal imbalances, and it has anti-cancer properties. Let me tell you, before Affluence Global, I did not realize how big infertility was as a problem for women, okay, until I started seeing the testimonials and the stories. All right. Acerola cherry, very high in vitamin C. It's going to help you with boosting your immune system. It's good for your skin and collagen production, okay? Collagen is a buzz thing right now for your skin, your bones, and so forth. And it also helps with brain health. Then we have the peach, which is good for your heart, blood pressure supports, it's good for digestion, also gives you antioxidants, energy, and stroke prevention. Then we have jujube or Chinese dates, very good for sleep and relaxation. And let me tell you something about sleep, because This is something we sometimes do not pay attention to, and how it actually affects our bodies and overall health. If you are not sleeping properly, if you are not getting good quality sleep, and when I talk about good quality sleep, when your brain and your body are exhausted, you get to bed, but your brain is awake. You're asleep, but your brain is awake. You're still thinking, you're still processing problems. You are not getting good quality sleep. When we want good quality sleep, we are talking about your brain relaxing and shutting down. If you're not sleeping properly, there is a hormone called cortisol. They call it a stress hormone. The production of cortisol shoots up. And when your cortisol levels are increased, it's going to mess with your metabolic rate, your metabolism. So you're going to find yourself struggling with weight loss. It's going to mess with your immune system. You're going to have cravings at 1 a.m. in the morning. You're going to wake up in the morning grumpy. Your hormones are going to be out of par. So sleep is so important for your health overall. So this helps with the detoxing your liver, as well as hormonal and reproductive health. Then we have red ginseng. Do I have any gentlemen on this Zoom? Okay, gentlemen, this is where your ears, should literally be wide open, because red ginseng is your best friend. Red ginseng is going to help you with energy and your stamina. It cures, it fixes erectile dysfunction. This is something that we do not speak about boldly, okay? It is a problem. And it is now becoming a problem, not just in the older generation, but even in younger gentlemen out there, because of their lifestyle, all right? Um, so red ginseng is your is our superstar when it comes to libido and energy and stamina, but also for both genders. It's going to help with your brain health, your immune system, and relieving stress. Then we have carob extract, lowers blood pressure. It's going to improve your cholesterol, bone strength, also has anti-cancer polyphenols. Then we have lemon. Lemon is a vitamin C powerhouse. It alkalinizes your system. Okay. I want to relate a very practical example of what lemon does. If you take an apple and you cut it in half and you leave it open, you'll notice that it changes color, okay? So that's that problem we spoke about, that oxidative stress that is happening, okay? Even when you cut open an apple. But if you take another apple, you cut it in half and you dip it in water that has lemon, it doesn't change. Okay, so that's showing you what antioxidants actually do in neutralizing free radicals. So lemon is going to boost your immunity. It's a detox. It's good for skin health, helping you with your weight and protecting your blood vessels. Then we have hibiscus. It lowers blood pressure. It's good for heart and kidney health, antioxidants, infection and stroke prevention. Then we have the locust honey, which is a natural energy booster, also high in antioxidants, good for digestion. Gut. Okay, if your gut is not healthy, all right, gut health is also another enemy, right? So anything that aids digestion, we love it, we want it, that cleanses our gut. It's good for wound healing as well as libido. Then we have the last ingredient, NEC. Okay, NEC is a precursor to glutathione production. Glutathione is an antioxidant powerhouse. If you look right now, people are getting glutathione drips. There are supplements coming with glutathione, okay? The difference between our source of glutathione and that source of glutathione is there's processed glutathione, and then there is the natural source that is extracted, from onions and other vegetables out there. So that is what Affluence Global has done, extracted a natural source of NEC that is going to help produce glutathione in your body through taking double red rose. It's a liver detox. Guys, the liver is the body's recycling machine. Take care of your liver. It's good for lung and respiratory health, overall immunity, brain clarity, heart and sugar regulation, as well as cancer protection. Okay, so these are all the ingredients that you are going to find packed in that 110 ml sachet that you will be taking every single morning. So we are talking about literally nature's medicine cabinet in one sachet, okay? And 110 ml sachet is actually equivalent to 10 servings of fruits and vegetables that will give you the antioxidants that you need. Now, the proof is in the pudding. Let's have a look at a few testimonials. There are too many to share, ladies and gentlemen. If I had to do a testimonial slide, it would be another whole presentation. So I just selected a few. So we have here two testimonials for fibroids. Where fibroids actually shrunk before they needed to even go, to have them taken out. We've got another testimonial for someone that had high blood pressure. It was normalized after taking a few boxes of double red rose. Someone that had been on insulin for 5 years, and they consumed 2 boxes of double red rose, and they share their results. Uguti, listen, I'm back in being in good health, healthy skin. Okay, we are going to glow with double red rose. And then here um, we have a recovering stroke patient. Okay, again, anyone that is recovering from stroke, from cancer, this is a food supplement that is going to help their body fight back. And I do want to make a disclaimer: we do not make any medical claims. Okay, this is a food supplement that is designed to feed your body, to feed your cells, to give them the nutrients, the antioxidants that they need so that they can fight back. Okay, if you are on chronic medication, you do not stop taking your chronic medication. Double red rose is an assistant. Okay, the only time you will stop taking your chronic is when the doctor says so, because they are seeing improvement in you. Okay, we've got pregnancy and infertility testimonials. Guys, marriages out there have fallen apart because of infertility. And here we have infertility testimonials. The one case, for 16 years, they couldn't conceive. They had a box and a half and they had positive results. A cancer testimonial. So there are a lot of testimonials that we can share with you, and it could take us through the whole night. But to end the first part of our presentation, I like to share this quote by Warren Buffett, who says, if you don't take care of your body, where are you going to live? You only have one body. Take care of it while you still can. And one of the things I always say is, whether you like it or not, you are going to pay for the price of health. And the only decision you need to make is, do you pay for the price of health now to prevent illnesses, to help your body, look after itself, to be in a better position to carry you? Or do you pay for the price of health when you are in a hospital bed trying to fight for your life? So that brings me to the second part of our presentation, which is, Bongi, how do I get my hands on double red rose? I want it. I recognize the importance of looking after myself. How do I get my hands on a box of double red rose? Okay. And the answer is, you are going to get the box from you. Okay. Why do I say this? I say this because right now, Affluence Global is at the foundation stage. In fact, we are still putting together this foundation. We are still throwing in the cement and the water, and we are still mixing. It has not even dried up. So right now, you have the unique opportunity to be a double red rose champion, a double red rose ambassador in your city, in your town, in your province, in your country. Okay. So that is why I say, how are you going to get double red rose? You are going to be the source, because Affluence Global has chosen a distribution model that is so unique, that empowers average people, like you and I. They said, we are not taking this product and putting it on store shelves. We are not putting it on pharmacies. We are not putting it, in the supermarkets, because who does it then empower besides the business owners who have already made their millions? Okay, we want to empower you, the person who will be using the product, who will be experiencing the changes in their health, because you then become the powerful testimonial. And and the ambassador of that product. Okay, so they have chosen the word of mouth distribution model. And I always say that we are walking and talking billboards, whether we like it or not. Every day we are talking about, products, services, things that we are excited about. But the question is, how much are you getting paid for that? How has it changed your current situation, making something trend on social media? Okay, so now we're just going to change the conversation and talk about Double Red Rose. So we have 4 different membership packages. And I also want to emphasize that becoming a distributor or being registered as a distributor does not necessarily mean that you now have to sell the product. The biggest benefit is you are saying, I want to become a part of Affluence Global so that I can also get access to discounted prices. And I'll get into that. So we have 4 different starter packs. I do want to emphasize again, we are global, and every country has its own local rates, okay, that have been adjusted to their local exchange rates and local currency. So we are using US dollars to keep it standard because we have various countries. So you will go back to the person that invited you, and they will give you your local rates for your country. All right. So we have associates that will give you 1 box of Double Red Rose. So that's 1 box with 15 sachets. And that is $46. Okay. In my currency, in rands, it's about 1,100 rand. Right. Then we have Promoter, which is $125. That will give you 3 boxes, right? And then we have Business Builder. Now this is the individuals that are saying, Bongi, I'm not here to play. We've already identified that the need is there, that demand is there. I want to be the supply. Give me more product. So you can come in as a business builder for $525, and that's going to give you 15 boxes. And then we have business owner, which is $1,045, and that gives you 30 boxes. Okay, now the biggest benefit is you have the opportunity to now unlock 10 ways of earning once you are a distributor, a registered business partner within Affluence Global. And the first way is through what we call a retail bonus, through just selling. Okay, and there are so many people already out there who are just running this as a business and just selling the products. Okay, so the individual that says, I don't want to deal with building teams and all of that shebang. I just want this product. I want to buy it in bulk and I want to sell it. Perfect. You can access the product at a wholesale or discounted price of $30. $30 in South African rands is 700 rand. Okay, but you can retail it for 30% higher than the retail. So the retail price is about 40 US dollars or 1,000 rand. All right. Now, what I love about Affluence Global is the more you buy, the cheaper the product becomes. So look at the person that has bought 10 sachets. This is an existing member. When they buy 10 sachets, they are only paying, 10 boxes, they are only paying $24 per box. Okay. So this is the first part where you can basically start generating income through Affluence Global. But now, if you are like Ubongi and you are saying, no ways, I actually want to bless other people out there that I know are in the same situation as me. They have multiple bills. They understand that multiple bills need multiple streams of income. I want to bring on board and partner with other like minded individuals. And I want this to impact them the same way that I believe it will impact me. Okay, now you are starting to have the conversations that we are having on this Zoom right now to say, listen, let's pioneer this together. Let's be ambassadors in our country. Let's take this, to other people because we understand the power of leverage and we understand the power in numbers when we take a vision forward. So then the company says, right, we will reward you with what we call a referral bonus. So every time that you have a business partner signing up using your referral link and they select a starter pack, the company will pay you commission, okay, called a referral bonus. Now, this is very important. The starter pack that you have selected is going to determine the amount of money that you make. I'm going to repeat this. The starter pack that you have selected is going to determine how much you get paid. So the lower starter pack will always earn the least. The higher starter pack business owner will always make the most. So, for example, if you are an associate, you can refer any starter pack. You can refer an associate, a business builder, a business owner. The company does not discriminate. But look at how much you're getting paid. When you refer an associate who came in with $46, the company pays you $6. But look at how much they're paying the business owner who also signed up an associate, $10. Now let's look at when you as an associate sign up a business owner. You are making $210, but look at what the business owner is making, $218. Okay, but either way, guys, this bonus for me is so powerful because for me, if I come into a business, the first thing I'm calculating is what's my break even? Okay. How much work do I need to put in? How many sales do I need to put in to make my money back so that I'm at zero risk? Look at this. If you are an associate, by just signing up and referring 10 associates, you are already in profit. You've made $60. How much did you spend coming into the business? $46. You've made back your money and you're already in profits. But look at this. If you sign up a business owner, you've already made 5 times the amount of money that you invested in Affluence Global. Okay, let's look at the business owner. When the business owner signs up just 10 business builders, boom, they've made 1,400 US dollars. They're in profits. If they sign up 10 business owners, that's $2,800. They've made double the amount of money that they invested. Okay. Then we go to upgrade. Now, the company says, I understand that when you started, you could only afford to come in as a associate, but you can upgrade to higher packages. However, upgrading in Affluence Global means you are basically purchasing the starter pack with the full amount. Okay. So then the company says, we want to help you to upgrade. How? Let's look at the referral bonus. The company is always going to pay out the maximum referral bonus, right? But you can only claim according to the level that you are at. So then they say, it's okay. We will pay out the maximum, but if you came in as an associate, you signed up a business owner, the only amount coming to you is $210. So what happens to the difference? They save the $70 for you in a piggy bank in points. So as you're accumulating these points, you can then use the points to upgrade. Okay. Then we have team commissions. Now remember, those starter packs had business volume. Those starter packs had points. Every time you are signing someone up, you are accumulating volume in points, right? Now, team commissions, we have a binary, just two legs, left and a right. As your team is growing, you bringing in new business partners. Your business partners are also bringing in their business partners. You're getting spillover from the top. You're just accumulating business volume. You're accumulating points that have been calculated from the starter packs. Then the company says every Monday, we want to pay you a percentage of your weaker leg. Okay, again, depending on which level you are at. If you are an associate, you only earn 5% commission. If you're a business owner, you're earning 12%. So let's look at this example. The one leg has 10,000 points, the one leg has 6,000 points. So they're now calculating your commissions for next week. What is 12%? Because you're a business owner, we're putting it out to the universe. We are all going to be business owners. It means they will calculate 12% of 6,000, which is $720 that will be paid to you on the Monday. Okay. All these commissions that I am mentioning, the referral bonus, your upgrade points, your team commissions, they are paid weekly on a Monday. The system closes midnight at 12. They will calculate all the work that you've done for the week, and boom, next Monday you get paid. All right. Then we have the momentum bonus. This is a bonus on a bonus. Okay. This is a bonus on a bonus. Whatever team binary commissions you have earned, the company says we want to pansela you with another percentage. We want to match a certain percentage of that. So for every dollar that I get paid in my binary commissions, they will pay me an additional percentage on top. If I'm an associate, they will pay me another 5% of that. If I'm a business builder, they will pay me 13% of that. So let's just say, as a business owner, your commissions for this week were $10,000. You're a business owner, right? What's 13% of $10,000? It's $1,300. Excuse the calculation. We're still going to correct that. So it means over and above your $10,000, the company will add $1,300. Okay, on the Monday. Then we have the check match upline. This is where the company says, I want you to earn a percentage of commissions from what your upline has made. Okay, guys, I've never seen this in a comp plan where I get paid simply because the person that has brought me into the business is making money. So this is where the company says, once you get to Ruby, Emerald, and Diamond rank, whatever your upline makes in binary earnings, 2% is coming to you, 3% is coming to you, 5% is coming to you every Monday. Okay. And then it gets even better. Then Affluence Global says, I am the gift that keeps on giving. I now want you to earn a share of the money that I am making as a business. So every 6 months, so now we are done with the weekly commissions. Now we are on different bonuses that pay at different time frames. The global bonus is calculated every 6 months. And this is where Affluence Global says, I am going to look at my profit as a company. How much have I made? So now you're benefiting from activity across the globe. All the volume that is coming in from the UAE, from the US, from the UK, from Cameroon, from Zimbabwe, from Botswana, everywhere. The company says, I will take a certain percentage of that, 10%, and I will share it across the top 10 ranks. So let's just say, for the purposes of this example, that share worked out to be $10,000. The company says, right, what are the top 10 ranks, Ruby to Crown Elite? We will share with all the rubies, all the emeralds, all the black diamonds, and. So when you reach a certain level within the company of Ruby, it now means you get a share of this global pool bonus. When you reach Emerald, you're getting a share of the Emerald pool. And this, guys, happens every 6 months. Okay. But now what happens if you're sitting at Diamond? Because one of the questions I then asked was, so it means I say goodbye to my previous ranks. And my upline said, no, when you rank up, it now means you are just adding an additional pool. So now you will earn on the Ruby rank plus the Emerald rank. If you are a Diamond, plus the Diamond rank. And I was like, what? And he said, yes, because it makes sense. If you are ranking up, what does it mean is happening in your organization? It's growing. Sales volume is coming in. So why should the company take away your previous pools? Okay, so that is where we earn the global pool bonus. And then, of course, the company then says, we want to also appreciate the individuals who are not really building, but who are just buying for themselves. They're buying product for personal use, or they are big on retailing. So every time you repurchase products, the company will actually pay you back 10% of the product that you have bought in monetary value. Okay. Now, before we move on to the last two bonuses, I then took a pause and I was like, there's something missing here. Because normally this slide comes in at the beginning of the compensation plan, all the terms and conditions. And I was like, there's something missing. I have not seen the slide that talks about maintenance. In order for me to earn all these bonuses, the referral commission, the team commissions, the global pool bonus, so many bonuses, my head is spinning. But where is the requirement for me to maintain? Because that usually comes at the beginning. And my sponsor said, not here at Affluence Global. There is no requirement for you to maintain. There is no requirement for you to now spend the money that you need for yourself and for your expenses and to put it back into the business and buy products just so that you can get paid for work that you've already done. Guys, I swear not, I kid you not. I literally went to grab earbuds because I thought I was not hearing this person correctly. I was like, wait. So you mean to tell me that every Monday my referral bonus is gonna come in, my binary bonus, my momentum bonus, all these commissions are gonna come in without me needing to have maintained? And he said, absolutely yes. And I was like, praise God, because I know how tough things are globally right now. We are all breathing through the wound, you know. So to have a business that recognizes that and says, I don't want to add that extra pressure on you. Whatever work you've done, you'll get paid regardless on that Monday. The only bonus that we have a requirement for you to unlock by purchasing just one box, $30, 700 Rand, is the uni level. Okay. So in order for you to unlock the uni level, you just need to purchase one box every month. The uni level is paid out once a month. This is your monthly salary. Okay. So this is now based on repurchases. So now you have a team, you've got your business partners, and now they are just repurchasing products at the wholesale price. The company then says, we still want you to earn from that, from all that sales volume, up to 10 levels deep. So everyone that is directly under you, you earn 9%. Then it's 7% on your level 2, 5% level 3 to 5, 6% on level 2, 1% all the way down to level 10. Sure, guys, 10 levels deep. Like this for me is extremely powerful, because imagine here we have a product that is a daily use product. Imagine when the time comes and you are sitting with 1,000 business partners in your structure, and it's possible. It will happen, okay? And they are just repurchasing their boxes for personal use. Some of them are selling, and you are getting paid these percentages for those volumes, okay? Why is it a compressed uni level? Because the company says, listen, if Ntabi Seng signed up Bongi on her level 1, Bongi does not maintain, the system is just going to shift Bongi to the side and move everyone one level up, so that Untabi Seng will always get paid for all the levels due to her. When Bongi decides to maintain the following month, the system will shift her back. Okay. Then we have the uni-level check match. And this is where Affluence Global says, network marketing is a pull business. Okay. In order for you to win, you need to make sure that you are creating and you are developing winners in your team structure. Okay. So when your business partners from level 1 to 5 are making money, the company says they will reward you, because it means you are a good leader who is not selfish, who is raising other leaders, who is helping their team to also generate income. So collectively, in your level 1, whatever uni-level commissions that your team has made, the company will give you 15% of that. Level 2, 10%, level 3 to 4, 5%, and level 5, 3%. And that is the end of the 10 bonuses that we have. But being a company called Affluence Global, they said it's not enough. We want to add incentives. We want you to travel. We want you to be a global citizen. We want you to have additional incentives that we will reward you with. So we have ranks in the company. How do you achieve a rank? How do you get promoted to a rank? It's based on your income. How much money have you made? Okay, in your lifetime of Affluence Global. So there's no restarting when the month ends. There's no flashing of points. Absolutely not. They look at in your lifetime of affluence, from the first day that you started to now, how much money have you made from all the bonuses put together. So I love this, because this means as long as you are building the business, whether you like it or not, I'm sorry to say this, okay? Whether you like it or not, in Affluence, you are going to rank up. So if you're allergic to ranking up, then you are in the wrong place. So here we are all going to rank up as long as we are building the business. The only determining factor is time. When? are you going to rank up? Okay. So some builders are going to do it quicker than others. For some, it will take longer. But at the end of the day, we will all tick these boxes. The first rank of Pearl is when you've made a cumulative amount of $3,000, you get a rice cooker. So you'll notice there are incentives attached. Okay, you know, when you become a ruby, you've made $25,000, you're getting a projector. At emerald, you're getting a laptop. But let me tell you, my eye went straight to Team Elite because I was like, wait a minute, I'm seeing a Range Rover, I'm seeing Lexus, I'm seeing Land Cruiser. Do you mean to tell me that if I put in the work today, for the next year, for the next 2 years, I could be walking away with a fully paid Range Rover, and not just one car, but two cars, because the next rank is going to give me a G Wagon? Are you telling me that me and my business partners, if we roll up our sleeves and we put our running techies on, that a year or two from now, we will be walking into car sales garages, picking up our Affluence fully paid cars? And Affluence said, absolutely yes, but it doesn't end there. You will also qualify not for one, not for two, but three title deeds in your hand. Guys, Affluence Global has housing incentives where you can walk away with a 2 bedroom, and then it's a 3 bedroom, and then it's a 4 bedroom. Let me tell you something. I don't know in your country, but in South Africa, property prices have shot through the roof. It is virtually impossible to get a bank housing loan if you are employed. Now, imagine when you are self employed, like some of us are. And let's just say that you do qualify for a housing loan. You are now stuck with a bond for 20 years, an interest bearing housing loan for 20 years that you pay off. So when I looked at this, I said, sign me up, even if it means I need to work hard for the next 5 years just to own one or two properties. I am all in, because who is going to give me a title deed with my name on it in 2025? So that is our beautiful Affluence Global. Then we have the Hall of Fame, where they say we want to recognize lifetime achievers. Once you've accumulated 500,000 in business volume or $1 million in commissions, you will get an Affluence Global loyalty card where they are going to deposit $3,000 every month for you to spend as you wish. All the company events and trips and vacations you automatically qualify for, and they are going to buy you a brand new car. And that brings us to the end of our presentation. So as we wrap this up, the only answer that I am looking for from you tonight, if you are a guest, is, are you in or are you in? Because for me, this is a no-brainer. It is an absolute no-brainer. Is it a yes on my left, or is it a yes on my right? Is it a yes on my left because you are saying, Bongi, I want the first part. I need something that is going to help me be a healthier, better version of myself, because I understand what Warren Buffett says. This is the only body that I have. This is the only body that is going to take me through the rest of my life. I want the product. Give me the product so that I can improve my quality of life, so that for the years that I have left, my family and the people that I love can get the better, best version of me. So if you are saying yes, you want the health, we have the product. Sign up as a distributor. You get your boxes of Double Red Rose, and you can continue buying for your personal use at the discounted price. The second yes that I know I am going to get from you is, Bongi, there is absolutely no way that I am going to let another person come and take my market. in my city, in my region, in my country. So if you are like me and you are saying, we want the health, but we are not giving up on this opportunity, go back to the person that invited you to this presentation. They will give you the rates for your country, the local rates, the bank details to deposit into, and let's lock arms, let's run with this, and let's spread this vision. Right now, I always make reference to the Gautrain. I don't know if we know the Gautrain, okay? The Gautrain travels at 160 kilometers per hour. Once the Gautrain takes off, you can't stop it. Right now, Affluence Global is at a stage where the Gautrain has just parked at the train station. The doors are opening and they are saying, come in, position yourself, find your seat, get comfortable just before the takeoff. So that is where we are currently right now. We are saying if you are a leader in your country, in your province, in your city, come in, position yourself, and let's help you basically capture the market share in your region. So with that said, I'm going to hand over to my sister, Upastan Tabi Singh, to wrap this up for us as she always does.
Oh, wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, my dear sister. You are indeed an affluencer. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Affluence Global is all about abundance. It is all about abundance, ladies and gentlemen. It is not just abundance only in the health side, it is also abundance in the wealth side. Now, like she is telling us about the how train, ladies and gentlemen, it is all up to us. Of course, we can take anyone to the river, but we cannot force anyone to drink from the river. What I can say it is that here is an opportunity before us. It's all up to us, ladies and gentlemen, to take it and run with it. No more excuses. No more excuses, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need any qualification to do this. You can do it. From the youngest to the oldest, you don't need any degree. You don't even have to apply for anything. What excuse can you have? What excuse can you have, ladies and gentlemen? Do you know that even without having joined, you can bring people on board to come and listen? And as you do, you'll never know. You'll never know what might happen because you have brought people. You just talk to us as your leaders that, hey, I've got people who want to join and I'm not yet ready to join because of excuse number one, number two, number three. Guess what? We will help you to get rid of that excuse so that you can make money in the Affluence Global. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at an early stage. Let us take this, run with it, and make a difference not only in our lives but as well in other people's lives. Let us break the barriers. Let us go to countries. Let us reach the nations with this opportunity. I'm loving it. I won't finish talking about it. I'm going to say right now, go to the person who invited you to this opportunity, ask them what's the next step as you are taking your daily morning shot, which is double red rose. Thank you so much, my dear sister, and shalom to everyone. Bless you.